All right, so I'm going to walk you through how to kind of set up your data story here in terms of the different tools you're going to use and how do you get it set up on your Neocities site, kind of the easiest way possible. So you're going to start by kind of doing your research to begin with. So you want to generate and think about the search terms that you're looking at, do some digging around. Let's say that we're going to look at, I don't know, soccer as one of our terms, and then you're going to look at basketball. And maybe you're interested in regional differences or whatever it is. You're going to kind of play around with your data story, get an idea of what you're talking about, and think of kind of what search terms are you doing, what is the story going to be about. And then it's going to become time to take this data and build your artifact or your website with it. So to do that piece, we're going to have to kind of go back and forth between three things. So we have our Google Trends data, we're going to have our HTML5 editor, and then we're going to have our Neocities where we're going to host things. So to start to build our story, the easiest way for us to do it is to use the HTML5 editor, where we could basically say we're going to have 3 pages. So if we go back to what the site's about, I'm going to have my first page, which is overview. I'm going to have my data queries, and then I'm going to have a summary on my third page. So for me, I'm going to build the overview page. So I'm going to say overview, and this is my data story, soccer and basketball. All right, and then I'm just using the tools that they have over here, and then here is my overview text. You'll write more than this, whatever it is, and then you can format it however you want. I can make it a heading. I can make it interesting with being bold or underlined. However you want to go about doing it, you're going to get your text in here. And then what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to bring in your pieces into Neocities. So we need to kind of set up that structure and that skeleton at that point. So as we're looking at this, we want to grab this code. So this is what it should look like. We're going to grab the HTML, and we need to put it somewhere. So we're going to copy that, and we're going to put it into Neocities. So we're going to go back and open up our Neocities page. So we're going to go to Neocities. And I'm going to edit my site. Mine's going to look a little different than yours as it loads here. I'm going to make a new folder for mine just to keep it separate. I'm going to call it Data Story. I'm going to create that folder. And it takes a second to create it. And in that folder, I'm going to create the 3 different HTML pages that I'm going to need for my story. So I'm going to manage this. Again, you don't need a folder, but it might be easier to do it if you want. I'm going to make a page called overview.html. I'm going to create that. I'm going to then create a page called data.html. And then I'm going to create the third page that I need, which is called summary.html. Again, you can name them what you want. It's not really going to matter, but you need to be consistent in how you name them. I would strongly advise against having a file name that has a space in it, so like my space summary. You want to make sure that you keep it all easy to create and easy for the computer to find. All right, so that's creating summary.html. I'm going to see my 3 files.